Hi everyone, Matt Stuart here with Coldwell Banker Ronan Realty. I'm going to talk to you about my 5 bold predictions for the 2022 real estate market. As we saw in 2021, prices are on the rise, inventory levels are low, and we're seeing rates at an all-time low, making money available and cheap. But the fact that properties are selling so quick and the pricing is increasing, it's making it very difficult. But I'm going to go over what my take is for the 22 market, and I think there are some great opportunities. And at the very end, if you have any questions or if you have any interest in what I think is going to happen, feel free to reach out to me below and we'll go over things in more detail. So my top prediction for the market in 2022, I think we're going to see a 10 to 12% increase in the average purchase price. This is strongly on the supply and demand issue that we are facing currently, and the fact that any inventory that comes up is relatively quickly sold, whether it's a rural property, a regular residential property, or a specialty type like waterfront. All of those types of inventory right now are moving very quickly. So I think that's going to lead to a 10 to 12% increase year over year. Number 2 is going to be the interest rates. I think we're going to see 3 rate hikes this year. Money is still relatively cheap, but those 3 rate hikes for people who are trying to get in the market are going to be crucial. So I think if you are looking to buy, and even if you're considering selling in 2022, doing it earlier will be better than doing it later. I think the rate increases will start to trim the market a little bit. I don't think it's going to affect the pricing, but I think it's going to affect a lot of buying power on those entry-level first-time home buyers or even people who are buying into a more popular market. My third prediction is going to be this year, I think is going to be a continuation into 2023 and 24. I think we're going to see a huge transfer of wealth. Now, from the baby boomer generation down into the millennial generation and the ones coming up, I think we're going to see a huge transfer of gifting loans, estates. We're going to see just a lot of wealth coming to those generations who are trying to enter the market, which is going to, again, help with pushing pricing up because it's going to create that more competition. But it's also going to allow people that can't get into the market in 2021 to get in the market in 2022. My fourth prediction for the 2022 market is we're going to see the rise of joint ventures. So this is going to be families that are purchasing together. This is going to be friends that are buying together, or it's going to be groups of individuals purchasing multifamily type residential properties to start establishing wealth in order to then pull equity from that asset to then buy their primary residence. But I think that's going to be a big trend we're seeing going forward. People grouping together money in order to purchase something bigger to then in the future be able to pull that wealth to buy that primary residence. And then my fifth prediction for the 2022 market is we're going to see rent increase. I think it's going to be between 3 and 5%, just because as the pricing increases, there are people that drop out of the market purchasing and then look towards renting. It's going to keep up that supply-demand issue from a rental front, and it's going to bump the prices up 3 to 5%. So if you're thinking of buying that investment property, I think now is going to be a great time because you're going to be able to capture in on the prices now, not when they've risen 10 to 12% throughout the year. And you're going to be able to capture that 3 to 5% rent increase and get good tenants in and start building long-term wealth. That's my recap on the 5 things I think is going to happen in 2022. If you have any questions again, or any questions about your market or buying an investment property, let me know. Reach out below. All my contact information's there. Have a great day, guys.